My hopes and my goal was to show the Quebecers that we in Western Canada are multicultural, and everybody can be multicultural. They were very surprised that we could have bilingual schools that spoke other languages than French. I also explained to them that we spoke Ukrainian all the time. There was nothing wrong with it. Everybody could understand. You went to the schools and did activities with all cultures. There was no barriers anymore. And you took pride in doing whatever you wanted. Whereas in Quebec, we found that it wasn't that way. The parents basically led the families. The teachers led the students and told them what they had to do. And it was like we only spoke this one language, and that's all we could do. And when we spoke from the school children to the business luncheons, to the seniors, to everybody else, we found out that they all had the same tract of mind, that if they didn't speak French, they would lose it. And we kept saying, no, you can speak it at home, you can mingle with other cultures, and you can go to the different schools and activities, learn about other cultures, but keep your own, and you will enhance them, and everybody else will enhance them with you, because it won't be forced upon you, and so you will have a choice. And I think when I first went to the second home that we were, because every day we traveled to a different home and a different part, so we traveled quite a bit of the province in that week. But there were people, when I came, when they heard that I was Ukrainian, they had never heard of Ukrainian. They had never known. They thought, oh, we didn't know. Are you going to be black or green, tall or fat? They had never heard Ukrainian. And so they thought, what is she going to look like? And so when I said, well, this is part of my culture, well, and I brought everybody a little placemat embroidered, and I brought an Easter egg to everybody. And I said, well, this is part of our culture, and these are the things in other books, and this is the things that we do, and so forth, and so on. So they were really, really surprised and taken by not knowing that there are these kind of cultures in this time. But they very seldom, if they didn't live near Montreal, for their whole life, they would never go to Montreal shopping. Never, never, never. They would never go a radius more than 60 to 70 miles from their homes. They said there was no need. Why do we need to know about anybody or anything? So they were very, just oriented just to a small community. And it was, you have to be worldly. You have to find out what the world's doing, so forth. And so I think they learned a lot, that because we had seniors, we had people that spoke French, Frenchmen that learned Ukrainian in Vegreville, and they spoke both those languages there, and they said, yes, we can do it, and you can do it, just be open about it, and be open to all cultures. And that's what basically we wanted to show them, is all cultures can live together.